It is me, Brandon. We are here for conversation corner number 5. We're in a different corner. That's fine. This is actually the same room that I do the card readings in. I'm just in a different corner of the room, you know. We've got my map behind me because I have to plan my trip, right? So I got a map, obviously. I got my aliens literally all around me. This is my happy spot. This is actually where I like relax and I do my meditations and I kind of get in the zone. I don't actually know if I'm going to keep this chair. This is one of those things where this item might be easier to let go of and just replace when I get somewhere else. So, fun. Okay, we got things to talk about. Number 1, this house is haunted. I'm just going to say that. This house is haunted. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the land was haunted before the house was built or if the house became haunted. I know, it's okay. I'm not actually sure, but there's like ghosty activity. It's getting a little bit interesting, to say the least. So, yes, okay, so don't fall off. These aliens, I tell you, they're always trying to go. They're aliens. They're trying to explore. Always. They're just always, you know? Okay, mental health journey. I've started videos about my mental health journey, because that's a thing. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I've got one up. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to try to do some whenever I feel like doing them, right? Because that's mental health. I don't know. I can't commit to a, like, structure. I don't know. So we'll talk about more about that. I will say that, like, so far so good. Like, I'm in a better place now than I was a week ago, you know, so that's good. I think that's the right direction, I guess. So, you know, this is all tied to addiction. Addiction is really difficult. In my life, I have quit alcohol and nicotine. Those were very difficult things to quit. I am now on my 3rd quitting of an addiction, and this one's not as difficult. I mean, it is because this is the longest addiction that I've held, so it's definitely intertwined in a lot of aspects of my life. It's like woven into parts of my life and my personality and all this kind of stuff in ways I didn't even realize. So it's a little different, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not the same as the alcohol and the nicotine. I have to say the nicotine was the hardest thing to quit in my life. It was not an easy process. Like, I had to psychologically mess with myself. I switched from cigarettes to vaping, and then I had to like control the nicotine levels in the vape and get it all the way down to where I had like 0 nicotine in one bottle and one bottle that had 1 milligram of nicotine, like, you know, in it. And then, oh my God. And then, unfortunately, like, I still wasn't like able to quit. Get over here. There we go. You know what? We'll just put you guys together. You know what? That's fine. You guys are, they're getting too rambunctious. Children, you know, this is what they do. There you go. Okay. Out of sight, out of mind. They're still here watching me. They're gonna be my audience. Actually, that's quite cute. Now they're watching me, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so yeah, nicotine was hard, and the way it worked for me was finally got to the point where I had 0 nicotine and 1 milligram, and I didn't know which was which. So half the time when I was filling up my little vape thing, there was nothing. And so it got to the point where my brain no longer wanted it. Like, I woke up one morning, and because it was so unreliable, like it wasn't giving me my fix reliably, woke up one day and my brain didn't even think about it. I had gone all the way until like noon, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I didn't even pick up my vape. I picked it up and it was dead. The battery had died. I forgot to charge it. And I didn't care. Instead of having that panic feeling of like, oh my God, I took it apart. I realized I'm done. I took the vape apart, and I threw it away. And I took all my vape stuff, all the stuff related to it, threw it away. And that was it. I never went back. I did have dreams of vaping for a good 6 or 7 weeks, where just in the middle of the dream I catch myself vaping, or smoking cigarettes. Even now I have random dreams where I'm taking a drag off of a cigarette, and I look around and I'm like, this is a dream. I'm not a smoker. What is this? You know? So yeah. Nicotine, fun. So yeah, I'm working on my final vice, I guess, the final one that I'm willing to get rid of. All my other vices are honestly fine, but this is the one that I need to like work on. So that's part of the mental health journey, is removing this addiction, is forcing me to like go through things. This addiction that basically kept me numb to working through a lot of my past traumas. And so it's like, all right, well, we got 25 years of trauma, let's go, you know. So that's happening. On this, the travel, the whole me moving thing, and this is not where much progress is happening yet, just because it's so far off in the future. But 2 things. One, my work balance is way better. Like, I'm actually working again. I'm motivated. I'm working hard. I'm hitting all the thing. Like, my boss is happy with me, so that's good. That made me feel good, because I was just not where I needed to be. You know, obviously, you know, mental issues. So now I'm actually where I need to be, and I feel good about it. I feel confident. I feel happy. I'm like, I'm enjoying my conversations with coworkers and stuff. Like I'm not feeling self-conscious about it or feeling like I have these self-doubts about what I'm doing. Like I actually feel pretty confident. So that's good. I feel good about that. Happy. I'm narrowing down the areas of the town that I want to move to. So been kind of looking at maps and studying different things and looking at all the different places that are up for like rent and figuring out what parts of this town I'm going to want to live in and, you know, what parts I'm not going to want to live in. And, you know, so there's things like that. So that I'm helping to kind of narrow that down so that when I go in October, I can really talk to a few property managers and really focus it on like, this is literally just these places. And this is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. And anything that's not that, you know, yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much been my week. Fun thing though, just to throw this out there. Last night, again, because this house was haunted, so the wife and I decided to get in the car and leave. Just leave. We didn't know where we were going. We just go driving. So we went driving up into the country at night, way up into the hills, just, you know, to see what it was like to see the city from up above, and it was beautiful. Except for the fact that there was a deer that crossed the road, and it was coming right at me. Like, I'm driving, right, and there's just this deer coming right at me. It's at an angle, it's crossed the other lane, and it's coming right at me. I veered, like, over a little bit, you know, so that it kind of went, like it was like a matador thing. So I moved just enough that it was able to go behind me. But two things. One, if I didn't have those new tires on my car, like I got a few weeks back, I'm pretty sure I would have lost control of that car, and I would have gone, and this was on edge. This was like, you know, road, cliff, right? And we're going, right? So this easily, if I had veered off and lost control and my wheels weren't gripping, that's it. We would have just tumbled, right? Or if I had not been able to react quickly enough, that deer was going to hit me, like my driver's side window. It was going to come right into me. I'm pretty sure that would have caused some damage. As it was, the deer kicked my car. It was the scariest feeling. I dodged this thing. I don't lose control of my car because I have a really good car with all-wheel drive and really good tires, so it stays on that road. But at the very last second, I hear a bump right in the back of my car, and I think, oh my God, the deer must have just head-on hit my car and is dead now. No, I get to a place where it's safe, I pull over and I look at my car, and there's these two little lines through the dust on the back of my bumper. It's the freaking hoofs of the deer. That deer kicked my car. It jumped and it like bounced off my bumper and like propelled, I guess. So I think the deer survived. My car was fine, but oh my gosh, that could have gone in a million different. I was so rattled by that. We didn't come home for an hour and a half. I literally just kept driving. I drove back into the city, obviously to get away from the country, and I just stayed on the freeways, and we just freeway, just all over town, just driving, just because. In that process, there was multiple people that were cutting people off, racing, just like, oh my gosh, just reminding me over and over again how incredibly dangerous this town is. At like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday, just chaos. It's like Fast and the Furious on every freeway in California, and there was not a highway patrol in sight. Nowhere. It was just like, okay, it's free for all. People were going 110 on the freeway, which is nothing, right? Crazy stuff. Apparently it's normal. So I don't go driving at night very much here, but yeah, it just felt like, well, okay, good to know. So yeah, that was fun. I'm still a little rattled by that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go driving in the country at night. Just not gonna. So lesson learned. And I came back and the house is still haunted. Like I tried to quell whatever was going on here. I'm gonna have to bring out the big guns. Like I have to do some real work to figure out what is going on here, because it's not anything I brought in. If it's like a haunted object that I bring in, it's usually pretty easy to fix. If it's like somebody who's astral projecting and they're haunting my house by projecting themselves in here, people do this. They do. If you're watching this, some of you might have done this without realizing you've done this. It happens. That's easy to fix. But whatever this is, it feels like it's connected to the land, because it's not just this house. It's this whole radius. It's multiple houses. So there is more going on in this land than meets the eye. I need to do more history on this to kind of figure out why. So, you know, I'll dig into that. I'll find out more later. I think that's everything I want to talk about. Bye.